Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's Kirk coming to you from the hospital bed of love. And wait a second, something's not right here. Oh my goodness, I gave you the teaser that there would be a face reveal. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do that now, aren't I? Because I'm praying to promise. Ta-da, don't like making promises and breaking them. So, this is my ugly mug. No, it's not the second coming of George Romero. It is just what I look like. And you're going to see a lot of my videos to where you're going to see the background's not going to be where you might get some of my videos where I have my Funko Pops in the back, but pretty much this is what you're going to be looking at. Because right now I'm laying on my stomach, I'm propped up on two pillows so I can try and talk to you. So, what are we talking about? That's simple. My works of writing, my drawings, anything you want to discuss. I am an open book. Just take a look, reading rainbows. And I can't sing worth crap. I sound like a raw walrus making love to a small kitten. Anyways, so my my poems. Let's just go into Sonnet Sundays. So what you're gonna get out of these videos is I'm not gonna be editing them worth of crap. This is going to be done in straightforward what I've recorded in its entirety. Why? Because I hate looking at my face and I despise hearing my voice. So I am not going to be doing any editing. It's just going to be straightforward me shooting from the hip style. Am I using any kind of what are those, teleprompters or anything like those? No, there's no script. Right now I'm blind as a bat because I wear glasses, and the problem is that these reflect too much, and you can't see when my eyes or anything. So yeah, what you gonna do it that way? We're gonna just do it where I'm looking at you without my glasses, and we'll talk about my poems, my books, my cartoons, which, if you're surprised, yes, there are cartoons. But let's start with Sonnet Sundays. This past week this past month, we've had Till Morning Comes Again and A Rare and Precious Rose. So I went two different ways here. I went with one with a horror theme, which I was surprised when I did my go-throughs, how many vampire poems I have, especially horror poems. One that's coming up very soon is called The House, and I got a funny tale to tell about that one. I was living in a not living. I wasn't living anywhere. I was in my car actually. I was taking advantage of the shelters at the shelters that were open during the wintertime for the homeless guys. And as I was there, this one lady goes over and she goes, "Oh, you're writing." I'm like, "Yes, I am," because I was converting from paper to um, digital my NecroRealm series. And she goes, "Do you have anything I can read?" And then when I got my poems right here, if you like, ma'am. And she read The House, or she read partially through The House. She puts it down, puts her hands on top of it, and she's like, "Is this a true story?" It's a haunted house, ma'am. It's not real. It's fiction. Well, let's put it this way. Whenever she saw me, she avoided me like the plague afterwards. So I thought that was pretty funny. But we had Till Morning Comes Again, which was one of the very first poems I wrote. I used to write just lyrics for songs, and I've converted all my songs into poems now. But yeah, Till Morning Comes Again was the first poem that I wrote. And then the Rare and Precious Rose, I wanted to do not something dark. I wanted to do something lighthearted. So I went with a nicer approach, and I've received a nice compliment on that. Let's see. So far, a short story for June was A Night on the Town. Oh, you gotta tell me what you guys thought of that one. Please, if you haven't read it, go pause it. Go read it. I wanted a standalone vampire story, which even though it's a standalone, I set it in the Val universe of vampires. Because what you guys don't know is I do have two different vampire series. One is called the Necro Realm. The other one is the Shadow Dancers. They don't like being called vampires, they like being called dancers or shadow dancers because of an ability they have. But in this aspect, I wanted it when I was rewriting it to make sure that it was okay to post. I just for some reason it spoke Val's universe to me, so it takes place in one of Val's. It does take place in Compassion, so he is what's considered a rogue vampire for them. But he went over and Clovis, uh, yeah, it's his tale. Um, excuse me, I'm drying out. So yeah, I wanted something that was a standalone to where I could leave it to where it's just where he's at, or I can incorporate him into uh the Val's universe and be a rogue to where he can either become a ooh interesting. I just have an idea for that one. Um, but yeah, there's so many different possibilities that can arise from what I can do with Cal. So there's that. Let's see. I also do what's called Wesety Cartoons on TikTok. I do have a Wesley page on Facebook, which you can follow if you want. It's under Wesley Cartoons. My TikTok page, however, I'm going to be going on and doing a little bit of an upgrade. Not an upgrade, but a me grade. Hey, if Angel Reese can get me bounds, I can have my own little. I'm not going to bring politics, sports, or anything along the lines of that. So that's the only time you're going to catch me doing a me bound. Uh, but I am going to fix it. A me grade, that's what I call it, I think. Um, but I'm going to upgrade it to where I'm going to have the character corners, which I do once a week, just so you get to see who's the character, what they look like, what they're about, um, to get you excited about wanting to read these characters. Because I am trying to get a literary agent so I can get it published, and if I can get it published, then yeah, I want you guys excited to going, oh, so that's like this week it's Caliban. Oh, that's what Caliban looks like. Okay, yeah, oh, little dick. That's the best way I can describe Caliban. He's got the little brother syndrome, and he is a pain in the ass for Draco. There is no love lost between those two whatsoever. Um, but we do have everything that's in place for that. And I'm going to start incorporating that into my Facebook, not my Facebook, my TikTok account, which I did post up a video about that earlier. Actually, it's today. I'm recording this beforehand. Uh, but yeah, there's that, and that's about it for right now. What you guys got to look forward to? If you have any suggestions about these videos, let me know. I'm willing to make some changes or talk about what you guys want me to talk about. Um, when I said I don't want to do sports or politics on here, if I do become famous, or I should say, when I become famous, I don't believe celebrities should be telling people anything of what should think. Think for yourselves. Do your own research and think for yourselves. Just because I like something a certain way doesn't mean it's for you. You have to do what's good for you. So, that being said, give me recommendations. I'll be more than happy to take them into consideration. If you don't like something that I've written or a part I've written and can give it constructively, if you know what I mean, yeah, by all means, leave me some comments, leave me some feedback, and I do take that into a consideration. The only thing is that if you're gonna start leaving me, hey man, go F yourself, kind of stuff like that, you're gonna make my day. You're gonna probably make me chuckle a lot because there's nothing any of you are gonna be able to say that I have not said to myself. I'm a grade A certified tutti frutti. Okay. I have a necklace that even says that you'll see me next Tuesday on it that I like to wear. So yeah, it's even on my not my brag vest, but my patch vest. I have a little thing that says "See you next Tuesday." It's also under "Hey Hater," so I'll show off my brag vest one day so you guys can see it. I keep saying brag vest because of Scouts. Um, I did do I wrote 40 short stories this past week and a half. So the last week and a half of June, I wrote 40 brand new short stories, which is going to be it's going to be released with the Tales of the 13th, but it is going to be under its own title called Where Bruises Go. So it's going to be Tales from the 13th. This is this Where Bruises Go collection. I don't know how I'm going to word it this far, but they are tales from the 13th. There's tales that follow one character named Eric and his tumultuous life. So we'll go with that. And I had covered with Scouts, so I put a little bit of something I had of myself in Scouts and something I had a little bit with my son in Scouts in there. Because a writer always incorporates what they do into their work or what their experiences have into their work. So I did do that. What's coming up? Oh, Countdown. Countdown is the next short story for Tales from the 13th, and it follows a young lad who accidentally kills a postal. Well, he accidentally kills a guy whose his general store is a federal, um, is considered federal. Trying to think of how to put it. It runs as a post office, so it's considered that he's killed a government agent, and he's just trying to feed his sister. It's set in the Great Depression, set in the Dust Bowl, and it's just his remaining time that he's got left on Earth and what he's thinking. So it's a little bit different. I do have a short story I have to rewrite, and I'm not going to give it away, but it follows the killer's thoughts. So I have to rewrite that one. I have to rewrite my game of six, which was a short novella I had written. But apparently, I've lost it all. Thank you, Google Docs, for clearing out everything after 6 months. Assholes. So, am I allowed to say that? I don't know, and I don't care. So, there we go. That's the post that we have on that. Um, so this is the first video. I'm sorry if it's long-winded. Sorry if it's discombobulated. It seems like I am trying to do something different. So to get you guys interested in my work, because these are really, you know, I will not brag about anything I'm not good at. I like these stories. I love these stories. The dynamics between Mickey and Addie from the Shadow Dangerous series, the way Draco and Mandy interact with each other in the Necro realm, how Reign of Vengeance is worked out, which is I'll go more into that one next video because I'm just taking a little bit long time. So, other than that, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on the links are going to be down below. Please follow me on Facebook on my author page. Please, if you want, do Instagram. Please, if you can, donate on Patreon or buy me a book. It's buy me a coffee, but I put down buy me a book because I'm an author. Yay! So, with that being said, please have a wonderful day. God bless you and be safe.